We are live. We are back. We are in your ear holes and your eye holes. And you can put us in whatever other hole you want to. It's the Archie Carter. That is King HP. Attitude Era Podcast, Monday Night Raw, recap, react. Because we watching the main event right now. So we're going to react, then recap. So what's going on, HP?
Hey man, I'm doing good. I left some stuff on the screen right there. My bad.
Oh,
I was supposed to be moving.
Hey. It's all to the good.
Yeah,
How was your
yeah, yeah.
Monday while we watched Drew McIntyre versus Seth freaking Rollins?
Great. No complaints from me, brother. Monday was a typical. Well, I ain't gonna say typical. I don't really have typical days anymore.
You are the
It
most
was very.
interesting man on the pod. I'm the hill. You're the most interesting man on the pod. So we just leave it right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Me, on the
definitely.
other hand, I'm getting ready to be snowed in. So
Ooh,
we're looking at 5 to 8 inches of snow. So
snuck in a win that fast.
that's it.
Snuck in a win with a nice little roll up, Bret Hart style. I didn't even see it coming. I was like, yeah, I was about to take
We
notes.
talking about everything.
He
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to get wins when you got two big stars because when you beat somebody clean, it kind of, take them down a notch sometimes. Ooh, hit them with a claymore in the face.
I think Triple H gonna give us 2.5 hours every Monday.
I think that's what he's going to shoot for. I think he definitely doesn't like the three. I think I've heard him in past interviews say three is not ideal for him.
2:30 ain't bad.
2:30 ain't bad, and it feels like it can end at any moment, so you gotta lock in a little
And I
bit.
think that's what they going for.
And now Drew done snapped. Drew's about to beat the shit out of Seth.
That's what they supposed to do.
Dang, I thought they was gonna try to form an alliance, man. He gonna claim
I
more
saw
money.
that.
Oh
I
man.
saw that. That would have been a good alliance.
Oh, Sami Zayn coming out to save the day. Sami declaring himself for the Royal Rumble. I wasn't expecting Sami Zayn to come out. I just thought Seth would have just Seth Rollins is funny, man. Now what if Seth Rollins were to turn on Sami and they jump him? No? Too much? Too early? Too soon?
Who knows in the WWE these days? Who knows what's going on? We had a debut that was spoiled, kinda. We
The
had
most the most
a NXT sighting. I was excited about that.
yeah. Yeah, some people pop up at Genesis this weekend over in TNA.
So
Oh, Seth Rollins took that boot, that haluva kick by accident. Drew rolled out the way.
oh, Sami Zayn got to
Oh,
have a bunch of kids running around because he had the more accidents than anybody.
we laughing at him now. Ha ha.
He kicked Roman in the face. He kicked somebody else. Like, come on, like you loose with your feet, my man.
Adam, you know how I feel about that. Get Sami Zayn homeless looking ass out of here. The hobo. I told you he'd be drinking before the job. Now Seth coming too out that haluva kick. He ain't gonna like that.
Monday Night Raw. We just
And there
chatting
it
it up
is.
while y'all get in here. When this show goes off, we're gonna get right into
It's
it.
done.
And
It is
yeah,
done.
Triple H.
So
I'm
damn.
not mad at the 2.5. Triple H. I like that. Hey Paul, keep it up.
235 is good. It is good. It is
If
good.
you
It's
ever
not.
met
It's not
Triple
over the.
H, would you call him Triple H or Paul? Or Mr. Levesque? Like, is that weird?
I don't think Mr. Levesque is gonna work for me. Knowing this dude was in DX crotch chopping, I don't think Mr. Levesque will ever
I
work
might
for
call
me.
him Terror Rising. Nice to meet you, Mr. Rising.
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. We can call him Mr. Helmsley.
Mr.
I'll go back
Helmsley.
to that. I'll take a
Hunter
Mr.
Hunter
Helms.
might be too formal. Hunter, nice to meet you, Hunter. Mr.
Hunter might be
Helmsley
too
might
strong.
be the way to go.
Yeah. Like you can't be like Mr. H. That sounds like some old Men
You
in Black
can't be
shit. Like, hey,
Hunter,
bro.
Trips, all that sound like you know him, but I think Mr. Helmsley, he might respect that too. Oh, Mr. Helmsley.
I'm not gonna call you your real name, Mr. Levesque.
But see, that's different. Like meeting Shawn Michaels, I think it's okay to be like Shawn. And nice to meet you, Shawn. You know, Mr.
Mr. Hickenbottom.
Michaels. No, Mr. Hickenbach.
Bro, if you call him Mr. Hickenbottom, you're not
You getting super
it
kicked.
ain't working.
He gonna Marty Jannetty you
You
through
getting
the
super
nearest
and you
glass.
deserve it.
Yeah.
And you deserve it. Vinny, I don't know how your ranking system be, brother. I can't give it no 8 out of 10.
8 tonight?
Yeah.
I could see why, but
I don't. I don't. Enlighten me.
wait, that's what we here to do.
Yeah, facts. And I don't even think it was a bad show. I just think eight usually has me more hype. You know, eight
Last
usually
week
has
I
me
said it was gonna be hard to do that again. I mean, and even that was okay.
right. It wasn't a bad show. Um and I just think eight's a little too high. A seven. If five is a perfectly average show, I can say 6.5, 7. I wouldn't say 6.5 because it feels like a slight. You had some matches that cooked. I thought all the matches were pretty good tonight, but there were some better than others.
I was
Some
gonna
better
say
than others, I'd say.
7.5. I'm torn between 7.5 myself. So
Okay. I'm not mad at that either. 8, I just think it's a little like, all right, let me pull you back.
Vinny was
You
drinking with
know,
Sami Zayn. You know,
I think you're missing talents to give me an 8. I don't know what's going on with Roman. I don't care if he's doing treatments. I don't care if he's doing saving kids from a burning. No, I'm just
whoa.
saying, I don't care if he's saving kids from a burning church. But you got to say his name. You got to keep him. You know what I'm saying?
I saw,
There's got to
yeah,
be
like
some
give me
reference.
some pre-produced promo, give me something. Don't walk away because he said last week, January 27th. Like, so you telling us we're not gonna see you for 2 weeks?
Right, but they was linking that. I thought that was the day that 2K dropped.
Maybe that's what they saving him for.
And maybe. Well, let me look at the date and see what the
I
date
know
the
we're about to get
27th
into the
is.
show, but I gotta say this real
It is a
quick.
Monday.
I hate what they're doing with the New Day.
Why you hate? Uh, no, I'm not shitting on your opinion, Vinny. Um, There's awesome saucy. Shout out to you. What up, Boog in the chat? He said he got a 7 for tonight. I agree with the 7. I don't think we're shitting on your opinion at all, Vinny. I just think
Couple of
I'm just a notch
sevens,
down
couple
from
of
him.
sevens.
Needs more stars. I see that, Adam. Yeah. Kofi came out
Nah,
wearing
Benny, you know
Levi
you
jeans.
family. Hell, you can come talk. You know how we give it up. But
Kofi, okay, you know.
it is that's a whole point off, Vinny. It's a big 7 to 8 is a big difference
7-8's a big
to
difference.
me. What up, Frank? Big Frank in the building. Y'all don't like what they're doing with the New Day. Don't give me a heel turn, be heels and lose.
Ooh. Okay. So that's a very good point. Let's jump off
We
there.
can start right there. Yeah, I just don't like it. I don't like it. You've been teasing a heel turn, and I said from the beginning, the New Day has been such a comedic act, unserious act for so long. It's going to be hard to turn them to where they're believable. They're still damn near comedy act.
Yeah. Outside of the crowd booing them excessively, it feels like they want to be funny, stealing the money back. My $2, my $2. Like, what we talking about? Put 100 in there. Hey, bro, you JBL. You know, here's 100.
Put
You
hands
getting your
on
money back anyway.
JBL. Like get active. Don't lose. I mean, I get it was Ray, but it's like, and Ray didn't say nothing. We didn't see the Ray Mysterio entrance. They act like Ray was the local talent. I didn't like that. I didn't like it because Ray deserves. We didn't see Ray with Penta last week, what we thought we was going to see. Then tonight we didn't see the jump. We didn't see the Ray Mysterio Netflix entrance. He got a quick win, and it's like, don't turn them heels and have us want them to be the bad guys, and then they lose. I just don't like
Right.
it.
I definitely agree with you. I think by turning New Day heel in such a dramatic way, they got to get some cheating wins. Even if it's like they're gonna lose, him beating Rey Mysterio in some sort of cheating ass fashion
They
would have
have
been
to
good.
cheat. You told a man you didn't care that his neck was broke. You should be doing anything in that ring to win.
Anything. I agree, 100%. I think when you turn these groups, because you need one, the male side needs some tag teams. So New Day coming back is a recognizable name, marquee name. Get them some wins. Now they're formidable for the War Raiders, and you can do something maybe at Mania because people are like, "Oh, they're gonna get a championship without Big E," or
And
blah blah
and
blah
it
blah.
doesn't have to be much. You know who was great at being a heel and they didn't have to do much? Eddie Guerrero. That whole toss the
Facts.
chair, catch it, lay down spot, that's brilliant.
Hey,
It's uh-oh.
Stone Cold Steve Perry on Instagram. That's a dope name. He said the LWO is corny. Ray deserves better.
We've been saying that for months. Stone Cold Steve Perry.
But Rey Mysterio, though, I think should have took this L tonight. I think the wrong guy won, and it should have been a cheat. It should have been Rey Mysterio is going to win. We can see it. Something happens. Some BS, cheating.
Why
So
have
Ray,
Woods out there? Why have the interaction with JB? Yeah, I thought JBL was gonna clothesline somebody. It just felt like a segment that kind of put together. Then it just wasn't. Didn't land. It didn't land.
mm,
And Ray does deserve better. We know Rey Mysterio is in the twilight of his career. He needs to be going out on top with bigger fanfare. I told you I was gonna win a Rumble last week. I'm a beat. You know what I'm saying? Like it just didn't land.
I can see that, and it's funny you mentioned Ray getting bigger fanfare because we have a group. We have an Instagram comment that's gonna maybe segue into our next thing. Kenny underscore 331 3311 in the comments in Instagram. Ooh, gotta slide it back a little bit. He says, would Penta and Rey Mysterio make an awesome tag team in WWE? And since he gonna bring up Penta, I'm gonna slide the next thing in there. Um, do you think that's something that's viable if they did that? Or is that too like predictable? Let's put all the Hispanics together, you know, LWO, add another guy. Or do we keep them separate? Maybe even they beef down the road.
I don't know who benefits from that. Does that help Ray or does that help Penta? Because Penta's over.
Penta's over. Penta is over. It'll help Ray a little bit. It'll get him back to whatever light. And
And that's
I
the
don't want to say main
problem. Rey
event.
Mysterio should not be needing help at this point in his career. Those pops should be through the roof.
You can let them headline a Saturday night main event, but I feel like there should be gold involved. Whether Ray wins or loses. I just don't know how you get him to the
It would
gold.
add to Ray's ring lifespan, him in a tag, because he's not doing everything. It would be exciting to watch, absolutely. But then that leaves the question, if and when Phoenix comes, where do you put Phoenix? Because people are going to
Mm.
assume the Lucha Bros are going to be a tag team. I didn't like that either, Bug. There's a lot I didn't like tonight. So
Yeah, I liked it. And let me tell you why. If you're forecasting report, you got to pull Roxanne and Trick Williams out of it. They cannot do anything else in NXT but ruin themselves. If they ruin themselves on the main roster, it's okay. I was the
but
man in
don't let
college,
her get
the league.
sunned, like hands put on and she get escorted out there. Don't let her do the sun in. Let her be the aggressor. Like, because then people who don't know Roxanne Perez, like, yo, who's this little girl Bailey's beating up?
I think the spot for that is the Royal Rumble, and I
And
think
Bailey's supposed to be a face. That wasn't a very face-like thing to do. Bailey, Pam.
I think I'm gonna still spin it back to Penta, but with Roxanne, I'm okay with that. Knowing the Royal Rumble's coming within like 2 weeks, within 2 weeks, don't even wait. Don't even have her get physical until the Rumble. Same thing with Trick. If you're gonna put them on the main roster, let their main roster entrance be through the Rumble. They eliminate somebody that was like, "What? I got eliminated by you?" Because no one feels like because they treat NXT like the little brother. Stars go down there. They don't send their top tier
And I
stars
put
down
that
there.
in a group chat earlier. That's one of the reasons I don't like the whole TNA thing. But we'll get into that another day.
We're getting that. Okay, let's spin it back to Penta Pete Dunne so we can get to that because that's a big deal. That TNA, it's a big deal. And somebody was just talking about a big. Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Pete Dunne
Is
always looks
Penta,
good. Penta looks good. I mean, what more could you ask for? People want to see Penta go crazy. This is not AEW. This is not AAA. This is not Lucha Underground. You're not going to get that right away.
no, they'll let him get some leeway on WrestleMania. Expect him to be on WrestleMania, SummerSlam. They're not gonna risk it on a Monday Night Raw on Netflix. That's like the third or fourth edition. WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, Crown Jewel. They'll up the stakes of what he can do.
I could
Because
see
if you notice,
Penta
a lot of
entering the Royal Rumble and doing some crazy move where he jumped over the top rope and eliminate himself. And then he just walk out the arena doing a little walk.
maybe he doesn't eliminate himself. Maybe he jumps out, lands on a crowd of bodies, and walks the bodies back to the ring. If they're
Well,
not far enough, like the
you
way
put
they
him in the Kofi Kingston. How does he do that spot? I'm just saying, Penta, give him the I don't care
Kofi ain't gonna
attitude.
do it this year.
I'm just here to wrestle and cause havoc attitude.
Nah. You got Penta so over. I don't know what you do with him. Like I can think of thousands of things to do with him. My problem is he's not world title yet. I don't like people going straight to the world title unless they were a main star wherever they came from. I like him versus Braun Breaker. I just don't know when that
I don't know
that
if
goes.
that. Like I told you, I don't know what you do with him. Like he's not
Oh, he's got to get to Braun. You got to.
mid card, but he's not top card.
Oh, WWE's got to turn him mid card super. And you know how I feel about mid cards. I love my mid card people. This is why he's perfect for it. Braun is fighting former world champions, telling Sheamus you're old. No one expects Sheamus to go on a long Intercontinental title run if he does take it. If he does take it, Braun's going to take it right back off him. He'll be a transitional champion. Nothing wrong with that. It happens. You got to have. But guys, when Shawn was Intercontinental, you had Razor. People who, like, we're going neck and neck for long runs, and there's other people in between. Penta. Like, remember when Chris Jericho came to WWE? He had so much buzz, but he was never the world title guy in WCW at any point. But yet, when he got to WWE, different light, different marketing a little bit, and he went and it worked. They could do that with Penta. And if they don't want to do that with Penta, maybe right away, the mid card is perfect. Braun needs a guy that he can go with that I mean, god damn, he's got his own following. Hey,
I
them
don't
dogs
want
are
him.
barking.
I don't want him talking.
He doesn't have to talk at the mid
I
card
don't want
level.
him talking. Only reason is because him talking with his aesthetic, it could get a little wonky.
Crazy.
It can get a little
Yeah.
wonky, and I don't want him to get into that caricature thing that the WWE does with people in costume, right? I don't want that for Penta. But
Randa
good
Gron,
match.
I see you. Oh my bad, bro. I'm just reading. I think he's definitely over big. Talking about Penta. I'm trying to get all the Penta comments. Penta needs to get close to winning the Rumble. I disagree, Stone Cold Steve Perry. And the reason I have to say this Royal Rumble is superstar studded. We still don't know if Randy Orton's coming back for it.
He
But
said
right
getting
now,
close to winning. I could see him Final Four.
I don't know. Like, that's not a bad choice, but
Final Four with a luchador, the spots they can pull off.
If you want to solidify Penta,
He's
do
not.
that. Do that.
I said it last week though. The winner's already been announced. It's gonna need to be CM Punk, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins. I think one of those, one of the first 5 that announced, probably gonna win the Royal Rumble. I might pick the CM Punk. I'm still rolling with Punk.
I don't think Punk is a bad pick, but let's go back to what you just said because that's interesting. Your final 4 don't have to be your 4 biggest guys.
No.
Pause. If you get 2 of them, because your final 2 has to be to where it's a toss up. I don't know. Like, remember when Cody and CM Punk was in there? It was like, oh shit,
So like I
oh
said,
shit.
the final 4 is the test where you stand Penta in front of Roman and see how the crowd reacts. That's what the final 4 is. It's that moment. It's that stare down. Would the people go for this? And we don't know. We'll see. But I just think they have to be real careful with how they present him.
I wouldn't use him. That's why I wouldn't. So this year, you might see a final 8 where they're like, oh my gosh, we're down to the last 8 guys. Final 4 is still
Yeah,
the
that four,
key
that
number.
four though, that four,
But
that
just
four.
look at the names in the Rumble this year. Just in the Rumble: Roman Reigns, John Cena, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Rey Mysterio Jr. That is 6 people. I know we know Sammy declared, but don't give a fuck about Sammy. 6 people that have legitimate lineages, wrestling like Hall of Fame, huge backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, me. But 4 of them people can't stay. Randy Orton may be in it. Kevin Owens may jump. Oh no, he ain't gonna jump because he's in the main event. Brock Lesnar may pop up.
No, KO could.
Logan
We've seen
Paul.
people have multiple matches at the Rumble.
Now watch this. We still ain't talk about Damian Priest. We still ain't talk about Finn Balor. We still ain't talk about Logan Paul, LA Knight, main event Jey Uso, Jacob Fatu, Braun Strowman. Like, oh shit.
And whoever they
Where
decide to
where the
surprise us with.
scrubs? We ain't even got to the scrubs yet. And I can still keep going. You know what I mean? So, Carmelo Hayes and NXT, you want to bring some guys up? You got Trick Williams. You got this TNA deal. We gonna
He
get
just
into
won the
that.
title, so
You go. Don't say Brock Lesnar's done. Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, if he's available, if he's not hurt, we know that injury was nasty, but if he can pop up, I'm sure he will.
that's the perfect
Woo!
match for him to pop up in if he can't do much. Come in, lay in the corner for 10 minutes, get you a couple Styles clashes off, go over the top. That's the
Get
perfect
one
match.
good elimination. One good elimination to start a beef for when he come back.
And you know who else lives in Vegas? I mean Nevada.
Ooh.
And said they weren't leaving the state, but if WrestleMania is in where I live, what if we hit a glass shatter?
Oh shit. Hey. He better be in the final 4. I
I'm
got to
just
see a
saying.
couple stunners go.
I'm just saying, just to clear the ring and somebody. Austin said he wasn't leaving, but it's in his home. It's where he lived in Vegas, in Nevada. So that glass shatters out here. Hell, Rock might pop up in the Rumble.
Who?
Rocky,
The Rock?
Dwayne McRib Johnson.
It could very well be. That's not out the window.
Final boss.
He wins it.
I'm telling
He
you.
wins it.
So, but Penta P done good match. What else we had, AP? We start fantasy
Yep.
booking.
Yo, we said fantasy booking. Let me type one of these joints up real quick. Oh, let's get back to some real shit that happened before we get to some other shit. Since we're talking about Royal Rumbles, CM Punk's promo. Um, I took some notes on his promo. Nothing too crazy, but he took that fucking shot at Hulk Hogan, brother, and I love it. I don't know how you feel about it. I know you went dark on me.
No, I'm here.
Okay. Final boss in Austin, final 2, Stone Cold Steve Perry. You're laughing. Your mind is blown. However, if that happens, as mad as I will be at that, my inner kid will go crazy.
You might have to change your underwear.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. As
If
much as I'm
we
like,
see
no.
Austin and Rock in the
Yes.
Royal Rumble and just them facing off, bro, I was at 30 in New Orleans when it was Rock, Austin, and Hogan in that ring. Bro, I was a kid again. It's something about that glass shatter. I think they put us in some kind of hypnotic trance, bro, that when we hear the glass shatter, we just all revert to kids again. Austin, that would be amazing just to see. I wouldn't expect no crazy match, but then again, when Austin and Kevin Owens had their match a few years ago, I didn't expect Stone Cold to go 20 plus minutes.
No, you're right. Give it to me. Give it to me in the Rumble. I ain't gonna talk shit about it. You gonna see? Hey, HP, how you felt about it? I wish they wouldn't have did it. And then all of a sudden, I'm gonna switch. It's gonna be like a light switch. It's gonna be like, but I'm so glad they did. You know what I'm saying? Because oh my god,
And see, that's what the
yeah, I don't
Rumble's
want to
for.
see
You're
them.
going to get somebody who has a shit ton of eliminations. I'm thinking we might get that in Obafemi this year. You're going to get somebody who runs in.
Femi or Jacob Fatu has
We're
got to
going
be
to
their big eliminator.
have somebody who runs in and get immediately eliminated, something to laugh at, right? We're going to have an Iron Man. This person went the longest amount of time. Like
Iron Man.
The Rumble tells so many stories at once, and that's what it's good for. So we're going to see. And the way this one is building up, I think a lot of stories. We're going to get pretty much damn near the WrestleMania card after Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely got to tap into this one because again, it's insane. Obafemi is a champ. He can't be in. He's the NXT champion. We seen the TNA Women's Champion, the Knockouts Champion in last year's Rumble. So don't think.
And we're gonna see Jordan Grace in this one. Her contract is up. She said her farewells and goodbyes. Jordan Grace is coming to the WWE.
But CM Punk, I did want to say this. He gave the Hulk Hogan shot. He said, and you seen the crowd cheered. First they booed, but when he said about kicking Hulk Hogan's ass, said, and Hulk Hogan could come down to that Rumble, and I'll throw his dusty ass over the top rope and kill Hulkamania. And they started cheering that shit. People hate Hulk Hogan. I think WWE is better off to just not bring him back for a couple reasons. One, you think he's booed for the wrong reasons. Oh, he aligned with Trump. So did Undertaker. People hate because he's a racist and an American beer, and he proved it. And when we gave him another shot, he proved it some more. Okay, he's a piece of trash. That's why Tulsa Blanchard was booed. He wasn't even booed. They literally chanted, "You're a racist." Like,
That's crazy. That's
yeah,
crazy.
you're a race. We're not fucking with that. So anyway, Hulk Hogan. The next thing he said, I don't know if anyone caught this, but I did, and I wrote it down verbatim. My man said, calling in a favor or two if I have to when it came to winning the Royal Rumble. Was he just bullshitting? Or is there some people that is willing to that he has that he can call in a favor to? Is this the Paul Heyman favor?
It's only one man. It's only one man. That
Holy
F5
shit.
gonna hit the ring. It's only one man.
Whoa. Oh, I didn't even think. Oh,
It's only one.
oh, shit. Oh,
It's only
shit. The
one.
non-entrant?
It's only one.
If that music hits because CM Punk, they're trying to get him out, and he comes out with fucking Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman says, I got you. Oh, shit.
It's only one man.
Oh, bro, that didn't even register in my brain. Oh,
What else could it be?
shit.
It's nothing else it could be.
That automatically puts Punk in the main event, and he's never won a Royal Rumble. That's two. Oh, shit. Shit.
I could see Brock eliminating everybody and eliminating himself, and then point at Punk and say, "Now you owe me one." People would be pissed at that ending, but guess what? Punk can spin it. Punk on a microphone can spin anything,
Yo,
and then
I see this shit in the chat.
he could easily say, "I got hurt last year. I wasn't risking it this year. I called my insurance policy in. I
What
got a
the
6'5", 300-pound insurance policy to make sure I make it to WrestleMania. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Brock."
Yo,
Yeah.
the Archie Carter, than the greatest heel in podcast wrestling today, has just turned the tables. Yo, I see the chat talking. I'll put it on screen. You think I'm bullshitting? Nah, Franklin, you see what it is. Vinny, you see what it is. Miss Awesome Saucy, she see what it is, bro. We got people on do. We got people in the chat. That is the craziest theory. God, yo, oh, and we got somebody about to pop in. Oh, you gotta have to run that back, brother. You gonna have to run that back. We about to pull up the podcast chief.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, he sauced up. I already could tell.
Whoa! Did you hear what he just said?
What did he say?
Holy shit. Okay. We're on CM Punk's promo, right? They're doing the promo for him. In the promo, CM Punk says, I'm gonna throw 29 people over the top rope. And then verbatim says, and if I have to call in a favor or two if I have to. Now that's some key verbiage because we know that favor with Paul Heyman. I'm thinking he's gonna get some bloodline people to help him. You got Jay, you got Jimmy, Big Jim, maybe Sammy Uso, right? Archie Carter brings up the point that what if you hear that fucking music hit
It's only one
where it's
man.
the beast incarnate that comes out to the Rumble because Punk never won a Royal Rumble. He's trying to get to the main. If he wins,
And he
it
got hurt
puts him in the
last
main event.
year. He got hurt in the Rumble last year.
As
I
a
said,
final
Brock
two,
come out, Brock clear the ring, leave and say, now you owe me one. Punk wins. And Punk can spin it. I got hurt last year. I called in my 6'4", 300-pound insurance policy. Boom. That's it.
Candy3311, F5, hashtag Polo R24. We see you in the chat. He thumbs up with it. Yo, Stone Cold Steve Perry, we see you in the chat. His mind is blown. Bro, the chat reacted to
that would be it.
This some serious shit. The Beast Incarnate being used as a favor to help CM Punk win as a Paul Heyman guy. Is that possible? Podcast chief, please tell me how you see this. Does he eliminate Roman Reigns?
And then tell me where you got that camera
I
from.
see.
You got a Netflix camera. What are you doing?
I see.
He does look extra clear,
He
y'all.
is
That's a
extra
4K
crazy. He
camera.
look like AI.
This
DNA, is that you? That's AI.
Yeah, that's me. I see some sort of the favor being called in with Paul Heyman. I don't see Brock helping him win though. I don't see that. I see Brock standing on his own if he comes back. Brock coming back won't be wasted to help CM Punk win the Royal Rumble.
Hey, favor's the favor. We don't know what the favor
Favor's
is.
a favor.
I feel like the favor is, you know what I mean, a match at WrestleMania. I feel like CM Punk
If he
or
wins the
Roman
Rumble, he
Reigns.
automatically gets the match, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about with Roman Reigns. Like
So his
somehow
choosing.
I see CM Punk calling in a favor and Paul Heyman being conflicted.
Punk's leaving WrestleMania with a title. Roman don't have a title.
You think
This shit about
Punk
to
is
get
leaving
crazy.
WrestleMania with a title?
Punk is leaving WrestleMania with a title.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all.
Okay,
But speaking of
Thumbs up,
Roman,
brother.
we got one of the honorary Usos in the building. Jey Uso and Gunther this Saturday.
Yeah.
What who you got? What you think's gonna happen?
Yo, as badly as I want Jey Uso to win that title, I don't see him winning it. And maybe it's just my wrestling IQ. I don't see the belt shifting on Saturday night. main event going Jimmy Uso's way. I feel like it's going to be a great match. A lot of build up hype with it, but I believe Gunther is still walking out of it with the title.
Damn.
Hey, can I ask you a question though, real quick?
Yeah,
Because you say, and now that I can see you in 4K, is that like a strawberry plasma color on that jacket? That is
I
a
mean, I, mean, I
deception.
don't, I don't, I don't know the definite color, but yeah, you know what I mean. It's in the off red
Brother,
family,
shout out to you with a 4K camera. Like you ain't seeing what we see. Holy shit! I gotta get one of them. Hey, y'all see him in the chat?
Yeah, I see the chat. See my man in 4K.
Like Archie has a red hat. You have a straw. It's like a strawberry nuance to it. So shout out to you. Do you think that Saturday Night Main Event will have any title changes? Let me give you the matches that have titles up. Tonight was announced Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax, Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Ron Breaker versus Sheamus for the Intercontinental. And then you have what you just said, you don't see Jey Uso, the World Heavyweight Championship. Do you see any of those titles switching hands on Saturday Night Main Event?
no.
Damn.
No, it's because the champions are too dominant. If you feel what I'm saying, Rhea Ripley just won it back, so she's not losing it on Saturday night. Braun
I
Breaker,
got somebody Instagram saying otherwise, brother.
well, somebody on Instagram made me.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
they
they
talking about
don't.
yeet,
I got
yeet,
Jay. I
yeet.
got Jay winning.
Shit.
I know that's hard to believe, but I got Jey Uso winning.
Nah, I don't. I mean, I'm
I
not mad.
think
I
he
want.
has
I
to
want him
win.
to win, but I don't think it's happening.
Stone Cold Steve Perry, you and the Archie Carter are definitely on the same page.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm sad that it's Stone Cold Steve Perry saying that because Stone Cold Steve Austin is my favorite wrestler. So, Mr. Perry, I hate that you got those letters before that, but you're wrong, my brother. I think Gunther's keeping it.
I just believe Jey Uso has to win at this point. He just has
Mm,
to. If not, he's cooked.
damn, brother. I do feel your sentiment. Do you think they could do a swap where Jey Uso has another short title reign, 1 week, 2 weeks, because the Royal Rumble's right there. And then you still have the Elimination Chamber after that. Yeah. I would love to agree with you, but I just don't see Gunther winning. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You don't see
Mhm.
Gunther winning, or you don't see Jay winning.
Oh, my fault. I don't see Jay winning. I don't see Gunther losing. Not at Saturday Night Main Event, right before the Rumble, right before WrestleMania season. He has a couple matches he could do that are big for WrestleMania. Jey Uso doesn't have any. And that's why even if he wins, he'll drop it again, making Gunther a 2-time world champion.
So
Yeah.
star power and quote unquote aura and just that we're looking at those right now. Who's a bigger star, Gunther or Jey Uso?
When you say what you just
Jey
said,
Uso.
Jey Uso. Jey Uso.
And I
Jey
think
Uso
that
to
means
me.
a little bit more in the WWE world than the in-ring ability and presence. So I got Jay winning. We're gonna do predictions, but I got Jay, and I know that's surprising because I'm just a no yeet, but I got Jay.
Yeah.
No, the chat is Jay Uso. Jay about to be back in the tag team race. That's NNF Boog. Miss Awesome Saucy talking spicy. She say Jay Uso. Uh, Polo RY24. Gunther has to win since they didn't show him at the premiere of Raw on Netflix. Very interesting take. They did show him. Remember, they showed him. They gave him a small
He had a
package.
promo
He
package.
had a promo. That was it. They ain't actually show him in ring, which that's another story.
Another story for another day.
I ain't got no faith in Triple Nose to give.
Oh, what Triple H do to
Sometimes I
you, man?
shouldn't read the chat. Sometimes I shouldn't read the chat. But let me ask you, DNA,
Bro,
while
you
we
might have
got
to
you here,
go, man.
brother.
That camera is. I gotta put on some shades, bro. Sheesh.
Bro, his shit is clear.
Humans.
Let me tell y'all
What you?
something. y'all see DNA. DNA is a very, he's very well dressed. He comes presentable. Don't get a 4K camera if your t-shirts ain't white crisp. Okay.
I won't be
Just
getting
don't
one.
do it. When you got them beige t-shirts, you got them stains on here, that's not the time for a 4K camera, brothers. So don't do it. Upgrade your gear first, your appearance, your aesthetics.
You said don't be looking
Then
like Billy Kidman.
yeah, you can't make sure because DNA look right. Some of y'all DNA, y'all trying to look like DNA and you look like A&D. You know what I mean? That should be all bad. So absolutely. Let's get into that main event. Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. While we got DNA in the podcast chief here.
Yeah, WrestleMania.
Well, you at the Knicks game tonight?
Yeah. Well, no, I was in the daytime. It was at 3. It was 3 p.m. today for Martin Luther King Day. Yeah.
Okay.
But WrestleMania rematch, man. I think they could have held this. They could have held this.
We didn't need it.
Yeah. I feel like with the outcome that happened at WrestleMania, then Seth leaving, coming back, winning the title, that whole scenario.
They just
Yeah,
had to find a way to put Sami Zayn in the mix some kind of way, I feel.
yeah, with the
Unnecessary.
kick.
We didn't need it.
Yo, you know
I
what's so
think
crazy? One thing I will say, and this is a testament to Roman and everything that he has going on. When these people leave that bloodline story, you really get to see what they're made of. And what I mean by that is that you can go from being so on fire just by being attached to that story. In the moment you don't have that, you literally lose all of your legs. And now it's just like, what do we do with this person? And they're just being put anywhere. And to be honest with you, that's all of them except for Roman, which is kind of crazy because it's like now you just see them just popping up. Like even Jay, like I said, I want him to win, but I just think somehow they feel like he's more powerful in that story. So somehow he loses this title because the other bloodline comes through or something like even what they did with the IC title. It's just all I don't know. So yeah, I feel like and Seth, man, I would have me personally, I would have just liked to see him feud with CM Punk more.
Mm.
I feel like that I know we got it on Netflix, but part
It's
two
probably
should be
gonna
at
come
WrestleMania.
out of the Rumble. Seth suffers from the curse of when we need somebody to put in a spot, we can just put Seth in and it works.
and it
Mm,
works. I
yeah,
also think that Kevin Owens, that rumor, it's not even a rumor, but it's like fan made, whatever. Drew, KO, Seth, it really does work because again, we've seen KO and Drew get together already.
yeah,
So adding Seth because we've seen Drew try to commandeer Seth essentially. Seth just wasn't going for it. And I would like to see that trilogy, and I would like to see a 6-man tag by SummerSlam where it is uh Cody, Roman, and CM Punk taking on because that's your biggest
So
stars.
what show
And
is Cody officially on?
we don't even
we don't
know.
we don't know, and that's why I think this transition window is getting bad
So we had no
because it's
Cody
like,
or Roman tonight, really.
mm.
That's wild.
So another thing I want to say about that with this transition window, um,
What is
if
this?
yes, exactly. What is this? Because tonight they announced Logan Paul and Bailey are officially on Raw. Are we just gonna go all the way through WrestleMania with random announcements?
And Bailey made her debut and lost. So
Interrupt. She announced she's going to the Royal Rumble. She announced she's on Raw, and then
then
she got
lost.
cleaned up by Nia Jax.
Clean.
So are we liking this transition window? Is it stupid? Is it like because I
I
don't
don't
know
know
where
what
we're
it
at.
is. It's not been defined. I only heard the term pop up last week. So can you go to Raw, then go back to SmackDown, or is it final? Like I have no idea
Mm.
what it is.
Yeah, I would like to say that I think it's BS at this point. I do. Because you're not giving us enough. And every week we just got to tune in and see one superstar. We don't know where Roman is, but we've seen the Netflix ads for him. We don't know where Cody is. I haven't seen a Netflix ad for Cody. So what
Yeah,
champion is on what?
that's my cue, gentlemen. So
Oh,
I'll
that's the cue.
I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow at 10 p.m. NXT. But Jerry, make sure you timestamp, send it in there. I'm sending it to him as soon as this is over with.
Oh, yes, brother. I got it all written. I've been writing the little timestamps on the
All
side.
right, let's get it. Whatever else y'all get, yeah, let me know. But I bet, yeah, tap in. I already promoted it too everywhere, and I put it on Instagram too.
And y'all make sure y'all share Negron. Shout out to you in the
All
chat.
right,
JB
gotcha.
underscore
All right,
Biggie.
we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, bet.
Seen him at yes, sir. Seen him at TNA Genesis, and it's not on Raw. He could go for one more run. I definitely think he'll be in the Rumble. I don't
Who,
know if he'll be in the
JBL?
Rumble. Yeah, or the Rumble. I can see him manage a team or something, but I don't know about in the Rumble.
In the Rumble, I could see JBL in the Rumble. I could see, well, no, I can't see that because he has a title. I wouldn't have mind seeing JBL and Gunther square up because they're building
Mm.
Gunther like JBL. They're trying to turn him into like a, nose up in the air. I'm better than you, you street trash type of person. So I wouldn't have mind seeing them two kind of square up, and I didn't think I would see JBL in WWE so soon because he was making a run on the Indies.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at it, but again, I don't want to see him in the Rumble. I would like to see him in some managerial type of thing. It wouldn't
If he
bother
would
me
have closed
there.
line from hell Kofi tonight, I think everybody would have been satisfied and without seeing him for a few more years. So, but we didn't even
Yeah,
get that. He just really literally came to do commentary,
yeah, he was just about. He was
which
just
is probably going to
helping.
make
Just
Corey Graves go to Twitter and cry again.
What? Let me put that up here because that is a thing we should probably talk about.
Because that's pretty much Raw right there.
Okay, you're right. That pretty much is. I'm trying to type at the same time.
He's multi-talented, folks.
Let's talk about this TNA WWE merger. You said earlier in chat you weren't a fan of it.
No,
Why?
I don't think for the moment it might be good, but I don't think any one organization really benefits from it. And I just think NXT is going to get shitted on
Fortune.
because I think for as good as NXT is and the work that they're putting in, they're really going to get treated like developmental and pushed down a ladder. I think they're going to take a hit and the talent's going to take a hit. And outside of a
Um,
few matches, it's not many dream matches I could say I would want to see between TNA talent and WWE talent. It's two different things. It to me it's like when for years we was like, yo, what if Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter was a thing? And when they did it, it was like damn near the worst game ever. Some things
see Stone
just
Cold Steve Curry.
some things just don't work. We're gonna get some good, interesting matches. I just don't see either one company really benefiting from it because we saw the TNA guys and come over to NXT. Nobody won. You
Nobody
think they're
won
gonna?
on
You think they're
NXT.
gonna? If they didn't get over on NXT talent, you think they're gonna get over on main roster talent?
Here's my issues. There's certain people. We had not seen Joe Hendry take a L on NXT. He was on NXT for a little bit. Here's my issue. Um, Joe Hendry has won the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. He called out John Cena. Now, y'all know how I like doing this shit. At WrestleMania. John
No,
Cena doesn't win the elimination. What? No.
no. I know what you're about to say. No.
We don't want to see Joe Hendry, Ultimate X at WrestleMania, going against John Cena for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
I don't want TNA on. I don't want. This is the beauty of John Cena. All of John Cena's title reigns have been in WWE and WWE titles. That's what makes him special. I don't want him to have an asterisk on his title reign because he won a TNA title.
You got an asterisk on Ric Flair?
Yes. Yeah. John Cena won all. John Cena, when you talk about homegrown talent, Cena is that. Cena never won anything outside of WWE, so he is the man. He's him.
What you mean we can't make? Okay, let me tell y'all something. The record set by Ric Flair. How many WWE championships? Because y'all saying fuck no HP. I see that. Ric Flair has how many WWE
Frank said
championships?
they should have done that partnership years ago. Yes, the names I don't see. It's not many. It's not no dream matches.
Not really. Not really. I think Jordan Grace is probably your biggest. Joe Hendry's your biggest.
Jordan Grace's
After that,
contract is up. She's probably coming to WWE anyway.
but John Cena winning a 17th TNA World Championship, becoming a 17-time world champion, to me perfectly works. And because when you're comparing him to Flair, Flair has multiple of his 16 championships in different organizations. So why are we holding John Cena to a standard that if we're not going to hold Ric Flair to, then he has crushed
Because
Ric
that's what
Flair,
makes
Randy
Cena.
Orton.
That would make Cena special.
What? Ain't he already special then?
Keep him special.
But if we're saying it would make him special to win it a 17 with a WWE because they're all in company, he has 16 all in company. Flair had to add up everything he had to get considered for 16. But they don't do that. And now here's where I go with that fuck Flair shit. They don't do that to nobody else. Dusty Rhodes is a 3-time AWA champion or NWA champion. Rick Martel, Rick the Model Martel, but he's a former AWA World Champion. Mr. Perfect, former AWA World Champion. We're just not gonna Dusty Rhodes 3 times. We're just not
They
gonna.
write.
We're just
They
not.
write. They write the history how they want to write the history. I'm just
Fuck their
saying.
history.
I'm just saying. What Cena done was not easy. What Cena accomplished was not easy. He is special. Keep it special. Don't dilute it. Is all I'm
You
saying.
Adam, see you in the chat.
Don't step on it. Let it be okay. All of it was here. Let it be here because it. I don't want to see him holding a TNA title. And then
he
what?
goes on TNA and wins and defends it. He gets like 2 defenses, then he takes a loss. We're not interested in it at all.
I'm not interested in that at all. Then you dilute Cena.
What if he goes and takes on Jeff Hardy? Jeff Hardy's the guy who dethrones him.
Has Jeff been drinking?
I would hope not, but
I don't want you singing singing in the ring again, Jeff Hardy. Cut that shit out.
Is John Cena, can an NXT title count if it's the NXT title? Does it count as a world title? Because I
No.
haven't counted it for nobody else.
It's NXT. They don't even mention people NXT title reigns.
No, they don't. They pop that shit on screen and they don't even mention NXT.
They don't mention NXT titles. They don't mention NXT tag titles. They don't mention NXT women's title. They don't mention the speed title. They don't mention it. I just think Cena should, if he's going to do it, let it be special. Keep it in don't cut it. Keep the blood pure. In other words.
Okay, keep the blood pure. I like that.
It would be
like
cool,
that.
but then he just had it'd be just for him to win, and then who does he put over in TNA when he loses it? Who does he lose it to? Hendry again?
Ray Negron, let me tell you something. You say no, it doesn't count, nor does it count towards the Grand Slam. The Grand Slam, let me tell everyone, it's not to you, but you use those words, Grand Slam. I thought about this the other day. The Grand Slam, verbiage, lineage, whatever is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Let me tell you why. Who's a better superstar? Who has more accolades? JBL or Shawn Michaels?
You tell us.
You can answer this in the chat. I'm about to, and this is all for Randy, not for you specifically, Randy Grom, but like when I seen you use the word
Like
Grand
I just
Slam
said,
before.
they tell the history how they want to tell the history.
No, I'm with you on that. Randy Grom, he said HBK. I would agree with you. But the man, this is about to be real fucked up.
Say it.
JB, I know. I'm about to say it, and it doesn't even feel right rolling out of my palate like this. JBL is a more accomplished superstar than Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels won the European title, the Intercontinental title, the World Heavyweight Championship in WWE. So we'll merge those together as a world title, but whatever. And the tag team title, right? 4 titles, the only thing WWE had to offer at the time. He could have went to another company, could have got out of his contract, whatever the case. JBL has won the tag team title, the Intercontinental title, the European title, the World Heavyweight title, the undisputed one, right? But he also has the Hardcore Championship, and he also has the U.S. title. He has 6 different championships. So when Shawn Michaels became the first Grand Slam winner, the first WWE guy who won 4 major championships, that's what they had to offer. You have guys who've won 6, and no one even puts a title on JBL.
And he fought in the brawl for it all.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody, you know what I'm saying? He's got mad hardcore championships. Hardcore belt don't matter. It needs to matter. It's a belt that was defended numerous times. It was, you know what I mean? The 24/7 championship was one that was that's the one that
And
really
if
should
that's
have
the
counted.
case, R-Truth, the greatest champion of all time.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
That's
So
what I'm
you had the
saying.
hardcore.
The history.
Even if you took that
We
one
had
away,
this conversation about China being the first intercontinental women's champion.
right?
We had this conversation. It's the whole Charles Barkley, John Sally
Latin
thing.
Flex, we see you 013. We see you in the
Charles
chat.
Barkley has 0 championships. John Sally
Correct.
has what, 5, 4 or 5.
HBK, you drinking?
So
Yeah, I'm drinking reality. I asked who is a
drinking
more accomplished
reality.
champion. I'm not. Even if we count 24, hardcore title ain't even relevant enough to talk about. Okay, cool. Let's take it away. Right? He still won more different titles: the U.S. title, the Intercontinental title, the Tag Team title, the WWE World title, and there were 6 for JBL: the Intercontinental, U.S., European, World, Tag Team. That's 5.
You took away
Shawn
hardcore.
Michaels ain't won no U.S. and I just took away the hardcore. Remember, so I didn't even count that. That's 5 different championships JBL has won. Right? I said who had more accolades? Shawn Michaels is a 3-time WWE championship, one-time World Heavyweight Championship, 3-time Intercontinental champion, 1-time European champion. Like you see how low these numbers are? You see what I'm saying? And I didn't go into his tag team reigns. He has like 6, I think, if my memory serves me correct. JBL has more championship runs than him, without even counting the hardcore. So this is why I say the Grand Slam title is bullshit. This is why John Cena should never go for an Intercontinental Championship. Because if he wins it, he's won every title. Did he? Or did he just win the belts that we care about? Because if he wins that championship, he'll be in the same conversation as Chris Jericho's won every championship. But 17 is like the points championship. It's like Kareem, right? It's like that's the one that won.
That's my thing about the Miz. I always bring up the Miz. Miz is a 2-time WWE champion, won the Intercontinental Championship 8 times, United States twice, and 8 tag team titles. I always bring up the Miz. The Miz's resume is a hard day for a lot of people.
Franklin, I'm gonna ask again. What is a Grand Slam champion then?
Because the Miz did it twice.
Miz did it twice. Are you gonna put him over Shawn Michaels? Of course not. I mean, anyone, you know what I'm saying?
Them
No one
numbers
even
is
said
crazy though.
JBL was a Grand Slam champion. I've never heard that ever said. JBL's a Grand Slam champion.
United States twice, Intercontinental 8, Tag Team 8, WWE Championship twice.
Look up JBL's numbers
That's
for
crazy.
me. I know he's only won one world title, but still in all, have you ever heard JBL referenced as a Grand Slam champion? So they just omit that from history. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's like certain things like that are they're just bullshit.
JBL has 24 WWE championships.
24.
1 WWE championship, 1 United States, 1 European, 17 hardcore, 1 intercontinental, 3 world tag teams. It's a lot of championships.
It's a lot of championships. Obviously, most in the hardcore department, but still, he won every belt, every major belt.
No,
Tag
that's
team IC European. But you got a US title now. And Shawn was in the era where US titles were in the WWE. Because remember, Shawn didn't stop wrestling to what year? I don't even know. But I know that one day match they did in Saudi Arabia with him and Triple H taking on the Brother of Destruction. We ain't gonna count that shit.
know who that made
But
me think about? Rob Van Dam.
Mike McCullough laughing at that shit. 17 hardcore champ. That shit is wild. We all gonna act like that don't exist. All right, we all gonna act like that don't exist. Latin Flex 013 NXT has to take. Oh yeah,
You heard me, HP?
huh?
I said that makes me think about Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam he might have more than Shawn too.
You got his numbers pulled up. I would love to hear that because he got ACW World Championships.
I'm just talking about just in WWE. You know, he was the champion.
Why don't tag belts matter? See, all of a sudden now we're just saying tag belts don't matter. I mean, I let y'all slide on hardcore titles. Okay, cool. We let that one slide. We ain't gonna go with 24/7. We gonna
Rob Van
y'all gonna agree
Dam,
to let
he
that slide.
was the ECW champion with the WWE, WWE heavyweight champion, 6-time intercontinental champion. He's a world tag team champion. He's a hardcore champion, European, 4-time hardcore,
I'm not gonna count that one.
European. Yeah, Rob Van Dam got.
That's 6 championships without counting the hardcore. You see what I'm saying? Like we have to when we look at all these guys I know we talk about eras and stuff like that, but this is it's like
1-time Euro,
yeah, frankly, I'm not trying to shit on Shawn Michaels. He's my GOAT. However,
no,
when we say
HP loves Shawn Michaels, by the way. Like, yeah, that's his guy.
it's just that title of Grand Slam don't really mean shit because we're leaving out so many people where it's never mentioned, and they are legitimate Grand Slam champions. We're not looking at them, It matters when it comes. Yeah, tag belts matter because if you take them away, you talk about the Nasty Boys, the Legion of Doom, Demolition, the Midnight Express, the Hart Foundation. We ain't doing that.
You're talking
We
about
ain't
the
taking
Hardy
them belts
Boys.
out.
You're talking Edge and
The
Christian.
Hardys,
You're
the
talking the
Dudleys.
Dudleys. You're talking
We're not doing that.
Harlem Heat. It's a lot of you can't
We're
Steiners.
we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Tag belts matter. Right now, they're kind of low. We'll just say that. We're low.
And I
But
think
come on.
actually, you talking 70s, 80s, tag meant more than individual titles.
Tag belts sometimes close shows. They were legitimate. And that's
You don't talk about Midnight Express, Rock and Roll Express, the Steiners, the Brain Busters. You don't talk. That's tags. Tag team was it.
Was it? You spend 8 years in a tag team, sometimes your whole career. That's what you were, a tag team wrestler. That's why they had terms like tag team specialist.
Yeah.
I'm a sly LOL, but HBK ain't wrestling for all those other belts, man. But he was in an era where the US title was open for him to wrestle for it. He just didn't. Think about Shawn in the later years where he headlined against John Cena at WrestleMania 23, I think it was. And he still had multiple years after that where he went against Undertaker at 26 and 27. All those, he just didn't go for it. He wasn't putting those storylines, but the title was there for him.
And I think that's weird. People at the end of their careers talking about the one title I didn't win. Like,
Shawn could have said that for a few belts, and nobody would have been mad if he'd took. But at that stage of his career, she wasn't chasing belts. He just was putting on spectacular matches. And that's insane. But it's like Grand Slam doesn't mean shit because there's so many other Grand Slam winners that nobody. We just covered a couple, and we're like, oh shit, they won every belt.
yeah.
But nobody acknowledges that.
Like I said, the history is written by those how they want to write it, bro. That's why we have to have these conversations, and it's never a debate. It's just, hey, some things people don't highlight that should be highlighted. There's a ton of people who have won multiple titles in that space. So
we should take a week off, not a week off, but a week to go research all the Grand Slam people and like who's the new what's the list? Who's the most because Miz does say I'm a 2-time Grand Slam champion. But what is a Grand Slam champion in
what
today's
is it?
era?
Is it 3 titles? Is it all titles? What is it?
Owen Hart won every title but the world. He was Intercontinental, European, Tag Team. You know what I'm saying? He won everything but the world title. Same with the British
And
Bulldog.
he got a Slammy.
And he got a Slammy. And he won King of the Ring.
That sounds like a Grand Slam to me.
Yeah. Yeah. When there was only 4 titles available, my man won 3 of them.
That's one of my favorite wrestlers, bro. That Owen passing hurt me as a kid, bro.
Yeah. Over the edge.
That hurt me to my as
May,
a kid.
I don't remember the day. It was May 1999 though.
Owen was my guy. You hear me? I love Owen Hart.
He's supposed to be the next Brett. And Brett Brett is that dude. But I ain't really got nothing else, man. I definitely want to revisit this convo and look at like champions we forgot about and how great they really are. And like, you know what I mean? Maybe we just had that conversation one day about maybe we need to like if you've won 6 championships, different championships, that should be a thing. If you won 5, that should be a thing. 4, that
But
should
then
be
you got titles that aren't around anymore. The Europeans not around, the hardcore's not around, the light heavyweights not around.
You're right. You're right. And that's not fair for people. You're right. That's fair. Karrion Kross winning gold this year. I would love to see it.
What?
Very slept on. Karrion Kross winning gold. Intercontinental mid card. He'd be a good guy for Braun Breaker.
Karrion Kross needs to
drop
Authors of Pain and pick up the Viking Raiders.
Ooh, I like that.
With Paul Ellering.
Like Karrion Kross.
Paul Ellering needs to manage that crew, and they can be like the Sons of Anarchy, literally. Because I like the new War Raiders look, Viking Raiders, whatever you call them.
Whatever, right. I'm with you. Mike McCullough, Travis Scott got that hardcore belt. He came out smoking weed
and dip. Got that check and left. So, you got anything else, HP?
No, I'm good, man. I got to chop
this up. We'll be back tomorrow night for NXT recap, just like we did tonight. HP has an ongoing series on his channel, The Hall Priest Universe. If you don't know about it, it's he's covering the TV series From, and a bunch of everything else. You know, he covers Marvel, he covers movies, he does a little sampling of some things. So check out his channel, Hall Priest Universe. Good Karma. My album Good Karma is streaming. And if you are like me and about to get hit with snow tonight, listen to Good Karma. It will lift your spirits because we
We got snow coming too. I'm about to call out of work.
In
I'm
Florida?
gonna drink this Terramana. I have to be on the road with these people. I'm from Jersey. I can drive in the snow, but I know these Floridians can't.
Yeah, we're talking about 8 inches, and you know. Hey, so if you get snowed in, listen to my album Good Karma, watch HP's content, and come back tomorrow night because we will be back tomorrow night during NXT, the NXT main event to cover NXT. And shout out to everybody in the chat. I hope this week is good to you and good for you. Shout out to Frank. Good Karma do go hard. So if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. Streaming everywhere by DRG Carter. Frank, you need to come tap in again. Come back. We enjoyed you last time. And if you got anything going on, you got music, you got a channel, you got content, something you want us to check out, let us know. We'll definitely check it out. You got an event or something, we'll post it because y'all our peoples, we y'all peoples. Give and take, baby. That's life. Give and take. And we appreciate each and every one of y'all tapping in. So we will see y'all tomorrow night for the NXT recap. I am DRG Carter. That is King HP. I hope this week is good to you and good for you. And we will see y'all tomorrow night. Chat. It's been real. Appreciate y'all.